to be or not to be.
Oh, hey, we faded in. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Actor's Dungeon. I hope you are having a lovely Saturday. We are having, on average, it seems, an all-right Saturday after a quick poll with everybody during the setup. We hope you are also having an all-right day. All right. So, please, everybody, introduce yourself. We have, there's been some updates after the hiatus, and so we will be having a rotating cast now because, well, we're all actors and working multiple full-time jobs, and can't always make a game, unfortunately. But one day that'll change. One day. So, please, in order of setup here, please welcome Shauna Rose.
Hi. I'm glad to be here and to be a part of the cast. So go easy on me, Judge. Go easy. Don't break me the first time, okay?
And next up we have the familiar face, Phelan, played by Kayla. Kayla, say hello.
Hello. Go easy on me too, because I am sensitive, and I will tell my mom.
I ain't afraid of your mom.
You should be.
And smack dab in the middle, you know him. He is Aridin Khalad, but today he is Charlie. Charlie, please say hello.
What if I don't wanna?
Oh, you don't have to. I'm not gonna force anybody to say.
What if I want to say, like, how you doing, or like, how you? Just move on.
Good answer. Good answer.
All right. And here to give us a straight answer of who he is, here's Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm also new, and Mike chloroformed me on the street and locked me in this room and is forcing me to play Pathfinder. Please help.
Only two of those things are correct. I'll let you all guess which one.
Ryan being the kidder. Gosh, we have talked about this. You have to give him that memory wiping pill first, and then do
I'm
more.
sorry.
Well, memory,
How
right?
many times
Just
do I
like
have to
Danganronpa, right, Kayla? Hi.
Oh my god. No.
Great, now you've triggered Kayla.
All right.
Now I'm angry.
We wouldn't like
That's
Kayla
my
when she's
secret,
angry.
Cap. I'm always.
Oh, that is very loud.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty loud. Deal with it, nerd. You
That was
chloroformed me. You suffer the consequences.
I'll chloroform who I want when I want.
Just scary thought.
That legally,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
just for
don't
legal
actually say
speakings,
that.
I do not chloroform, nor do I, you know
In a
what,
video
I'm just
game.
going to
In a video
redact
game.
that.
Mike, sometimes you need to think before you talk.
Dear,
Yeah.
Hello, 911?
I just need to
dear
think more in
FBI guys
general.
watching this.
We know
Thinking
you're
is
there.
for suckers.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, let's before this gets any weirder, let me let me put in into the chat the recap.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice
shoot!
save.
I cleared out my recently downloaded filter, so I need to go back to Google Docs and grab the preamble back.
Ike.
What?
Ike. You
You
didn't
forgot
introduce our...
someone.
You forgot the judge.
And one of your people too.
Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked by chloroform conversations, but yes,
As most
filling
people
in...
do.
That's what chloroform does to you. You try to mess with your... Don't pop your own supply there, bud.
Well, Kurt is yes, Jessica. Things we can't cut in post when it is a live show. So
That sounds
filling in
like
for
a you
Kurt,
problem.
Kurt, who is filming a web series, we have you know him as a judge. He is playing a new character we will meet, Chris Cones.
Hello.
I have not been chloroformed. Instead, I accidentally wandered on set and someone said, "Hey, you, get in costume." I was like, "Okay." So now I'm here.
Okay, that's a little bit. That's better. That's better.
All right.
That's how I get half the stuff I get, really.
And one of our favorite gameplay judges, also just one of our favorite people all around, we have Tom Ellicott. Big round of applause for Tom, everybody.
I'm glad I can be on this journey of Mike becoming full-fledged Jigsaw. As Mike's friend, I am here to support Mike in his life choices.
Let's play a game. The game is
yeah,
called
that's what
the
we're here
Show.
to do. Why are you saying the obvious stuff?
God, you know what? Oh God, I hate those movies. I really do.
As you
I
should.
don't.
They're freaking weird.
I heard the new one.
It's not even that they're weird. It's literally just torture porn. That's all it is. And quite frankly, the whole setup of like, let's play a game, or we don't. Like, had they just like, oh, is the timer running out? Well, none of us want to kill or mutilate each other, so I guess we're gonna die here. He was laying in the floor. What was he gonna do? Like, just like lay there and be like, "Oh God,
that's kind of the point of the movie."
Then he
like
would be
generally when the
responsible for
timer
killing him.
runs out, they get their head sawed in half or whatever. That's kind of how it works.
All right. Well, speaking of sawing off some heads, let's go back
Saw
to
each other
our
heads?
what? I just said let's go back to our game. Yeah.
Nom nom.
All right. So we have our players on a map, and let's get right into this. So we'll start with the preamble as always. So players, please feel free to take a look. Shauna, you will be reading Section 1, Kayla, Section 2, Charlie, Section 3, Ryan, Section 4.
There is no Section 5. You can't make me do anything.
I just realized, yes, this was written last week for knowing that we'd only have 4 people with us. So,
That's okay, you can make something up. Just, like, change the lore, improv something.
Oh, good
Improv.
lord. That's not something you want to put in my hands.
All right, and let's play a game is either hyper malicious or sexual. Just hope it isn't both. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, stop with the jigsaw stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm just getting caught up in the chat.
I
Oh,
like
Ryan.
Jigsaw.
I would like to play a game.
All right. So, Zoom private chats will be coming up shortly as you will get your prompts. So, and if anybody chat, feel free to come up with some ideas if you've got any ideas for fun party quirks. And in the meantime, feel free to talk amongst yourselves so we don't have dead air whilst I pull up my list of prompts.
For those of you who might be worried, I am currently not drinking anything alcoholic. This is
Chloroform.
Ultra sparkling. Yeah, it's chloroform. I'm just drinking straight chloroform. I'm going to be dead here in a few minutes, and it's all going to be fine.
Holly, you're coming home tonight, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
This stream is sponsored by Chloroform.
What a sponsor. Good lord.
Like that SNL skit of I can't remember what it was like. It was like a sleeping formula. It was like, I would say, are you tired of this? And it's just a kid being ridiculously loud and rambunctious. And
Just give him NyQuil.
I think it was called like Sleep Easy or something like that. And it was just like, just pour our patented liquid into this cloth and cover your kid's cry hole and wait 5 seconds. And it goes to the like just look at the like listen to this testament from a medical professional. And you see a doctor just looking at a piece of paper like, is this chloroform?
Yeah, it's just chloroform.
I remember that. All right, everybody, your prompts have been given. Let us begin with our recap. And chloroform, it gets you anything you want 100% of the time. All right. And there are no legal ramifications whatsoever, so we're just going to ignore that bit. So, let us begin. Shauna, please, take us away.
Our heroes, hey, get away. Our heroes continue to explore the dangerous and strange island. Ooh, wait, I'm going. Wait. Ah, get away. All right. Still unable to divine its secrets, is there any truth to the old rumor Lexter heard about get away, it's mine, about the tunnel onto Ironhold, or was that nothing more to the musing of I said get the I'm about to the acolyte monks?
Curiouser still was the revelation of Eridan's bedtime story coming true. Eridan? Who's Eridan? I have an uncle Aaron. Or is that Aunt Aaron? Aaron. Anyway, within the light chamber of the island's tower, there was the cage and the feather of the phoenix. Ooh, I think I met a phoenix once. Those are like... What are those again? Anyway. But their time to investigate was cut short as the lighthouse keeper proves himself capable of repelling intrusions.
Eridan gave chase to the lighthouse creature while Vlass did his best to study the etchings on the cage. Having seen them before in one of his favorite graphic fables, Vlass recounted the tale of the spider horse. These etchings create a connection to the astral plane, and Eridan was unable to catch the specter, but collected the lantern it left behind.
In the catacombs below, Nanners was left to fend for herself as the evil ghosts bickered and argued over what to do with the intruders. After crossing a chasm, a mist arose, which rendered Phelan unconscious. Having revived her, Selena and Eridan and Vlass find their way into the catacomb, following a faint evil green light that is only revealed by the glow of the found lantern.
All right, let's get to guesses. First off, Chris, can you see the map now?
Near. For some reason, I can't.
I actually can't either. It's just a black screen for me.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Okay.
Oh, okay. Odd.
I can't.
You can see it?
Okay, good for you.
Alright, I think that might
Just
be...
saying he
because-
clearly likes me more. Just
I can see it.
it's because we used to live together.
Oh, well, nope.
Like,
Something's over
you
here.
see it- You can see it now, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I can't, but that's okay. I'll just imagine it in my mind.
there we go.
Oh, it's
In the mind's
fantastic.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, so you, Kayla, you can't see anything? Not even just like a little bit of the area?
Nope,
Is it
nothing.
absolute darkness? Okay.
Which is
this
weird because I think you're the only one with dark vision.
Share record, yeah. Kind of ironic.
Impersonating me.
It's broken. My eyes are broken.
I hate it when I break my eyes.
Alright, well, we'll see if we can kind of sort this out as we go. But,
That's
alright, let's...
okay. I can just look at this screen.
Okay, that works too. Alright, so... let's finish up that recap. Tom, any guesses?
Okay, so well, you know me, I guess for everyone as always. So for Shauna, I had either seagull or eagle. The eagle because that seemed very predator. You go like, "That's mine." For Kayla, I had a toddler telling a story and getting easily sidetracked, as toddlers do. For Charlie, I have 3 answers because I couldn't quite pin it down. I have Professor Fink, Jerry Lewis, or Vin Scully. And then for Ryan, I had no idea. It just seemed like in a lot of pain. So I had so I just put down having his toenails ripped out. I don't know.
That'd be a hell of a form of torture. I want you to tell me a
Alrighty.
story while I
I
do
lost.
this.
Hell, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Actually, Tom, that's 3 out of 4. Kayla,
Ooh.
you, she, because the character's condition is kind of based off of that, she was Dory from Finding Nemo.
Oh,
But your
okay.
description is close enough. Shauna, yes.
Yeah.
Seagull. And Charlie, actually, for Charlie, I did him dirty. I just wrote, "Oh, you make something up." And so I'm assuming
Nice.
this was
Wow.
Professor Frink.
Yes. Which
Alrighty.
is based off of Jerry Lewis. So technically he
alright.
gets 2 points there. So
Yeah. All right, and for Ryan, Ryan's one of my favorite characters from the SpongeBob universe, who is no longer with us because they got rid of the character after the voice actor died. None other than Mermaid Man himself, based on Mermaid Man,
Okay.
based off of the classic Adam West Batman. Evil.
Oh yeah.
You have it on
Alright.
M for mermaid. You need to have it on W for wumbo.
Wumba! The study of wombology. It's first grade, SpongeBob.
But you said
Alright.
you could snap just like that.
If I weren't retired, I'd do that. Right, and now, everybody, into our chasm of destiny or whatever. So, Phelan, you wake up as last thing you remember, you were fighting 2 sassy ghosts. You scattered ahead for Nanners, only to succumb to some mist that gathered about the floor of this cavern. Nanners revived you, and now you are surrounded by Aridin and Selena, Vlas and Lexandar, who are just NPCs today.
right.
What happened?
It's a weed gas.
It's a what?
It's a weed gas.
Oh yeah. Did you want like an apple tart? I think Celine's got one in a pocket.
I have a whole satchel of them. I have a whole satchel. I'd love to give you one. You want one?
Thanks. I think I'm okay. That's so good.
No,
Hey,
well,
where did
Coffee.
you come from?
that way.
Yeah, I see that, but like, where does that come from?
The lighthouse. I chased the old man down here. He So, to recap, and I'll hold up the phoenix feather. You remember that bedtime story that I told you about the whole phoenix being kept in a cage and being used as fuel
I think
for a
I was
lighthouse?
having one of my episodes that day. Refresh my memory.
Right. So, long story short, there's a lighthouse. The story goes that the lighthouse at the end of the world with a phoenix that is being held captive, and being used as the light for the lighthouse, and the wizard, who is the lighthouse keeper, is effectively siphoning off the immortality of the phoenix to keep his life going. So it turns out this is the end of
scared an old wizard into this dirty cave?
the old wizard has been torturing a phoenix for gods know how long. So, phoenix isn't there, which means it's probably on its return cycle. Chase the old man down here, and now you're all caught up.
Oh, okay. On our end, we just kind of like followed that little girl, and then we found a crypt where everyone was actually dead. And including the little girl and her dog, they're all dead. And then some ghosts attacked us and tried to give me fashion tips, but I left them in the dust. And then we just kind of made our way over here.
Oh,
Yeah, no, there were people here, but they are all very, very long dead.
Very good.
Well, I mean, you, good for you then for finding the fashionista ghosts.
I'm just being descriptive here. I'm not saying it's relevant. I'm just giving you an idea.
No, it's relevant. I'm just happy
Wait, how
that you
is it
met
relevant?
Everything is relevant. It's a detail. This is an investigation.
Yeah, and
All
your
of the
fashion
details are
is
relevant.
impeccable.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right then. Now, looking for where the old man went. So, since he ran and didn't float, he probably left some sign of his passing.
Well, at the very least, we can cut off 2 of these ways, because he probably didn't go the way we came from.
Or we could just use basic logic. That's fine too.
I mean, I'm just helping. Now we only
No,
have
you
to look
did.
for footprints in 2 pathways.
Yep. No, that's and I'm saying it was very helpful. It saves time. All right. Let's see. You two look on your end, and we'll look over yonder. See if we can find anything. Is that a survival check there, Akash?
Yes, please.
Or tracking?
Aridin. You look through the eerie glow
Shabam.
of the lantern that you picked up from this strange fellow. And you, with the aid of the lantern, you see that faint green thread, like dewdrops on spider silk, that just sort of wafts in the wind. And it leads further down the cave that you are looking.
Found
I'm
it.
just gonna real quick do a little sniff test, too.
Nanners, the air is dank. The smell of a crypt still permeates. Phelan starts laughing for no reason.
Oh no, the weed gas again.
It's the gas.
Yeah.
The gas is... Oh, man.
I'm telling you, every time Vlas like blows weed gas in my face, I get peckish. So just grab an apple tart. It'll be fine.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
Nothing.
So are you
Absolutely
saying I
nothing.
didn't smell anything?
Sorry, Nanners. You don't smell anything. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, you don't smell.
Okay,
So, I'm trying to think of a more artful way to word this. With that perception check, you're getting the cave. There's a, but the mist that was around you in this area is just kind of blocking your nose a bit, and the deeper you sniff, the more you want to stop sniffing.
It's like
It
my
smells
college
like
days all over
sour
again.
fruit.
Ooh.
I think one of my tarts rotted. Sorry, that was me. Oops.
Sorry,
Is
I
this
don't
blood on a
sniff
rock?
anything.
Does anybody else see this blood on a rock? Like it's maybe the guy we're looking for?
Unless you trip, I can see a string going down this way, so let's follow that.
So should we stick together or keep split up?
Well, considering he went down one of the we can definitely do more damage if we split up, but we could also be picked off easier if we split up. So why don't we all kind of group up and we'll go as one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on
Right
a
then.
second. I gotta check my pouches for something. One moment.
All right.
Oh, okay, perfect. So I take out a little bit of chalk I have in my bag, and just on the rock in the middle, make some arrows pointing which way's which. You know, one to the crypt, one to the lighthouse, and one to the man, and one with a question mark.
All right. Thank
It's
you,
just for
Dennis.
frame of reference. I feel like we could get turned around pretty easily.
That's fair.
Good idea.
Alright, Nanners scurries around, making simple but effective chalk designs on the cavern walls. And before long, Nanners, you're able to create an accurate map of where it is you have been and where it is you have yet to go.
Hope that's not too much of a delay if we want to get moving. I just thought we'd help.
Oh, I think it's smart. So are we on our way then?
Unless
mean,
someone
yeah.
else.
Yeah, what's this green thread that you see, Eridan?
It's I actually think it's just a magical trail, and I picked this lantern off of him because I chased him and he dropped it. But I think it's just the lantern that's illuminating it. You can see it right here, and I'll just kind of point out the line.
You'll
of
see
like
Eridan
mist.
holding up a very antique-looking lantern. It's a rather large device with multiple shutters illuminating. The light that it illuminates is a very low green. You wouldn't think it has much effectiveness in dark areas, but as if sparkling there in the midst of everything, you do see a faint green thread that looks like it's wisping around on the wind.
Oh, yeah. Well,
sorry,
before
go
we
ahead.
go further,
Oh,
did any of you consider yourselves of weaker constitution?
no.
No.
I was gonna say, I don't think that's an ordinary lantern, honestly, and I don't think that string is ordinary either. Especially because of the glow. It's almost like it's cursed. So, you might want to just be careful. Don't turn any of the knobs on it. If, just...
Yeah, no, I
I'd be
wasn't gonna.
careful.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna start pushing buttons or anything. I think he just uses it to navigate his way around.
Okay, I didn't know if that green thread was a fuse or, I don't know. Just looks a little eerie.
I mean, it's one of the only leads we have so far. I think it's worth following. I mean, we're all
I'd
together.
definitely go
so-
with it. I just wouldn't jack with it. I just wouldn't mess with it too much. Just
Right, so
gently
no
it.
lighting it on fire. Follow it cautiously.
Don't
Thank you,
turn
sir.
any knobs. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
All right.
Um,
All right, and I will move forward.
All right. So, I think this seems like a good time for an improv game. What does our audience think? Yes.
You're asking.
All right. Well,
they
thank
say
you, audience.
no, no.
Don't worry. We're just going to do something nice and simple as you all navigate. You're making your way down the cave. And
Making our
as
way.
you go along, we're going to do a 3-minute monologue. Now,
Oh my
Tom,
God.
I want you to pick... Oh, don't worry. It's not... 3-minute monologue has been modified, so not everybody will be doing a monologue. One lucky victim alone will be soloed out for a monologue. And Tom, my friend, I would like you to pick who has to do the monologue. And I'm going to get my story dice.
Can you roll me a d4, please?
Yeah, I got you. 1 second.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. Oh, I put them over here.
The 1.
A one? Oh, good, Brian. That was the number assigned for you. So
Yeah, I had
please.
a feeling that would happen.
All right. So, Nanner's 3-minute monologue. So, you are going to have no more than 3 minutes to complete your monologue, hence 3-minute monologue. I will give you a moment to put something together, but your first prompt is very suiting. It's a cave. A monologue about a cave. A monologue about a piece of ID or some mail. It's hard to see exactly what that is. It's either a
It's
letter
even
or
harder
an
on
ID
a blurry
card.
camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What if it's a piece of ID in the mail?
And
Oh, damn it.
funnily enough, a mystery visitor or the Riddler. Yeah, I wish I could
What
get
are
a
these dice? Who's
All right,
designed
so-
these?
Those are weird.
Riddle me
cave
this, nanners.
ID or letter, and a mystery visitor. All right. Nanners, let me know when you're ready, and I will start your timer.
Alright, I think I got one.
All right, go for it.
You know, I've been kind of wondering as we're going deeper who those people we saw in the crypt might have been. You know, there's always a bit of tragedy coming across some unmarked graves, and a lot of them, if not all of them, were just unlabeled. Who knows who they could have been? Maybe this crypt was burial grounds at one point, but the girl and dog we saw were kind of just laid by the wayside. And I'm beginning to wonder if maybe the person we're chasing had something to do with it. You know, maybe they found the residents of this island and massacred them and just mass buried them in this cave. Because it was very hidden and out of the way. It would be relatively simple to hide someone if no one visits often. And I'm just a little bit more concerned about what we might find when we encounter this person. If they could massacre a whole village, or who knows what they're capable of. I'm just hoping that maybe we can find some answers as to who those people are too. Because no one should just be left alone to rot without anybody knowing who it was that even lived the life that came before them. Sorry, I'm maybe getting a little personal here. It's just the age catching up with me, you know. Don't mind my ramblings too much. I'm just thinking out loud and trying to formulate a bit of a plan, a bit of a course of action here, and just a goal, because I feel like we've been kind of aimless since coming here as well. So maybe that goal will change, maybe it won't. I'm just gonna try to use it to push whatever forward we need to go on. And I'm realizing this is a really long little tunnel. Like, how far are we into it? I feel like we've been walking for a while now. It's getting kind of cold and damp as we go deeper in. My bones probably can't take much more of this, honestly. Don't think that I'm dipping out. I'm here to help, but just be a little considerate. If you have to like throw me or something, I might break a tibia. So please don't toss me or anything. It's kind of weird how you guys have been
And
really
stop.
quiet.
It just got so dark. Holy shit.
Damn, yeah.
That was the perfect grandmother red. It's just started. It had a point, and
Right?
then it didn't.
And then
It was
fell
super
right off a
serious,
cliff.
and then just like, we're just gonna
And then,
go
like,
dark now.
It was like, yes. I hope these people didn't die in vain. I'm cold. Don't throw me. Fucking perfect,
Alright.
man. Perfect.
Yeah,
You try
I-
sitting at a silent family gathering as you're talking and everyone's just staring and you're like, what do you want me to do now?
Right. And
I can't
now
experience one of
you've come across a big old door. So the cavern narrows down. It's an interesting looking door. It seems to be. It is another big, heavy locked mechanism with multiple shelves set within. I've got an image up here if y'all can see this.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Oh yeah, that's not magical at all.
Knock 3 times. Oh wait, that's on the ceiling, so never mind.
Well, you're in a cave. You could probably reach one.
All right. All right. I'm open to suggestions.
Say you just had a big lock on the front? Or like an internal mechanism?
There is. Give me a perception check, Nanners, as you attempt to inspect this item.
Hold on, let me adjust my glasses.
Nanners, there are no visible locks on the outside. There is. It seems to be marked with very strange runes. As you take a look in, patterns that seem to swirl about and form images that are unknown to you. There is a split down between, implying that the door might open inward, but there are no locks or handles visible to your eyes.
If you want me to kick it, I will, because, you know, I am a centaur. I do have a big backside. I can use it.
I thought you hated being called wide.
You know,
Sturdy.
in certain instances, I
Sturdy.
don't mind if it can be helpful. Then I'm all in. You know, just let me go.
Well, I definitely think we shouldn't keep that option off the table, but maybe we should try something else first.
Right,
Maybe.
a little more genteel. I get it. You want to knock? Go ahead.
Hold on a second. I might be able to figure something out. I mean, if we want to do the destruction option, if kicking doesn't work, I have bombs. I can just set bombs around the door and see what happens.
You have a what?
I have bombs. I'm an alchemist.
No.
I know how to make bombs.
That's okay. So fantastic to know. Thank you. We are, however, in a cave.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
I mean, I can make him detonation charges and we can back up a bit. It's just if nothing else works.
Well, we're going for all these
Let's put
violent routes first.
Let's put a pin in that one.
I'm just saying my
Save the
skill
bomb.
set-
No, save. Look, Nanas, and I'll kind of like kneel down and like Nanas. After what you said, it really resonated with me. And if this man truly is responsible for the deaths of everyone that you've come across, I want you
to save the
to
bombs for him.
strap-
Okay.
Yes, exactly. We would strap them all to him. So we want to have that option open. Right. So let's try things Blas's way. And ever since I set that thought trap, he's never been the same around a door. It's weird. And I'll start
Magic?
Yeah, aren't there? Does anybody recognize like any of these symbols or runes on this door?
Can I do some sort of
You can, but right off the bat, Selena, once Phelan points that out, you realize the swirls of these etchings are very similar to the etchings you saw in the cage for the phoenix. They are some sort of language of or runes depicting the astral plane.
Yeah, that's where I've seen it before. It almost looks like fire and yeah, the swirls. That's nice. Okay, so what if we just use a little bit of magic and see if we can, you know, either awaken some sort of spirit within the door, if there's a spirit locked in the door, or if we try to just open it and get through it. I'm open to suggestion too, and I have, let's see, spiritual weapon?
Well, let's Okay, so if he's enchanted the door that he can pass through, it has to recognize him somehow.
So we have. Did we get any of that blood that was back there on that rock?
Well, we do
I mean-
have his lantern.
I also have a feather
There you
from
go.
the phoenix that he's been drawing energy from.
So try the pointy end and put it through the keyhole and see if that may unlock it.
Give it a shot. So I will kind of like graze the feather on the door, and then I'll kind of like, since there's no obvious locking mechanism, like with the feather touching the door, kind of like push it forward.
All right.
Try and
You
open
gently tickle the door with the feather to no effect.
All right.
I'm just gonna look around for any switches that might be there, just in case, while they're doing this. Just kind of passively in the back.
I'm also gonna take a look around while this is going on. Look around at the columns near the door.
Jeebus.
Yeah, wow, okay. Phelan, so you can see these columns, coming from a Fey tribe, you kind of know what... You're not quite sure why it's triggering this memory, but sometimes when you were having a ritualistic celebration, these columns around whatever the effigy was would kind of be used for the members of the community to bring their offerings. Looking at this, you kind of see the way that they're all marked to be exactly the same size. It's as if it's immediately obvious that these are, shelves with things missing. But with the runes and everything that they've been talking about, the astral plane, and you can see that the runes and the etchings that are on these shelves, obviously they are connected, and whatever is supposed to go on these shelves is probably your key.
These shelves, they look like what we used to place offerings on during festivals in my tribe. And they're all like exactly the same, and they all look like they're missing stuff on the shelves. So I'm wondering if perhaps there's something we need to find and put on these shelves that can be our key to opening the door.
Didn't you lot say you found something that couldn't possibly be here? Like, Vlas, for example, found his dad's helmet. And that there was there's no way that helmet could be here.
Yeah, you're right. There was no way this helmet could... Also, dramatic pause. I have to point out that I think everybody but you and Vlas, I think, were away when that happened. So
Yeah,
Phelan,
I don't
you
know
had...
what you're talking about.
Phelan, you had found your mother's storybook. We had to do that. To do that as an NPC. And Alexander had found a pair of shoes, but Nanners and Selena, neither of you had come up with anything, nor you, Eridan. So, just so you, so Vlas kind of, and he puts his father's helmet there. And the runes begin very faintly twinkling, ever so slightly. Alexander does the same thing, approaching with his shoes. It appears we might have found some sort of key, he says all cryptically. Yeah, well, it's definitely doing something, Vlas says less cryptically.
I'll place my storybook up on one of the shelves then.
All right. right, Phelan, you do so, and same thing happens. The runes around the shelf slowly begin to glow.
Put the lantern on a shelf.
It's not mine.
Yeah, we're missing items still, and we don't have any items from you all.
God damn it! I hate when I go straight for the story and I don't dick around with side quests. This is what happens. I always have to go back.
Yeah, I guess that's what we have to do now is look and find the items related to you.
5 things in my bag that are just called unidentified objects. I have no idea what they are.
I mean, I could put the phoenix feather in. Might work. I don't know.
You place the phoenix feather upon the pedestal, and the runes glow faintly and then go dark once more.
No, fine. Fuck you. I didn't keep my feather, bastard. Well.
So are we backtracking a bit?
I guess.
Seems like we gotta if we want to keep moving forward.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Nanners and Phelan, the two of you being at the back, go around the corner.
I'll kind of pass the lantern forward to them so that they can light the way.
All right. Nanners or Phelan, which one of you would like to hold the lantern?
May I make a suggestion? If Celine is actually, if you're all right with it, would you mind giving Nana's a lift? That way the light could be higher.
Oh, absolutely. Hop on.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do a little skitter up.
All right, so Nanners and Selena are in the lead. All right, and shortly after going around the corner, you guys notice that area of mist that you had left previously is now very, very dense with mist. It is almost like walking into a wall of fog. The lantern the glow simply reflects back ever so slightly on the fog like a regular lamp in a regular fog, proving futile and kind of frustrating.
Want to punch him so hard. Just
See anything, Nanas?
All right.
Now, Selena, I have stopped you and Nanners before before getting any further into the mist, but the option is yours. Nanners, the smell is getting to you again. It smells sour and uncomfortable.
Question, is the mist on the ground or on the ceiling?
It is on the ground and it is rising. It has risen up several feet.
Would I be a little bit better because I'm on a horseback?
To see a little bit further?
I mean, just to not breathe as much.
Yeah, I guess to not breathe as much.
It's good to know. Hold on. I forget, have we identified what this stuff is yet?
You have not.
I'm gonna take another peep at it.
Or I should say, the first time you encountered the mist, it was once again the hallucinogenic mist that had surrounded the island in the first place. But now as you take this... That's all good. Now you take another whiff of this, and this is not the same. It's similar, like maybe some of the base ingredients are the same, but just that putrid sour smell. It's terrible. You can tell that any prolonged exposure to that is going to be quite unpleasant. Lethal, you're not sure, but...
Well, we are kind of backed into a corner here. The most I can probably suggest at this very moment is get a rag and make it wet, and we just make a run for it. Just hold your breath as best as you can.
We shouldn't be running blind in a cave.
Well,
Especially...
that's why I drew chalk.
And I'll just gesture vaguely at the fog. Where?
I mean, it's on the walls. You just gotta follow the walls and we'll see the chalk.
We're all aware that you did it. We watched you do it. The problem is we can't find where you did it because we can't see it.
They say it's on the wall. If we follow the wall, we'll find the chalk. Even in the fog, we'll be able to see it close up.
Or we can go with option 1 and kick the door in.
Do you want to try that? I got my
Alright.
bombs.
Selena, you have rolled a perception check. What is it that... Are you attempting to scout out the chalk? Or look along the wall? Or...
Trying to see if I can find maybe a scroll that would have any information on it. Or to find the child, is that what Ryan said?
Ooh, good point, actually. For that, perception is usually dealing with visual or other physical senses of trying to discern what's right in front of you. If you're looking to go over your own magical scrolls and texts and stuff, this would be a Knowledge Arcana check. If you'd like to discern any magical properties. But you, with that perception check, actually, and talking about the ghost, you think for a moment, you see the face of a little girl disappearing into the mist.
Nanner, you're higher up than I am. Do you see which way she went?
Who are you talking about?
You didn't see it. You didn't see
No.
the little faint girl.
No, the DM didn't tell me I saw anything.
Well, I knew it was foggy, and that's why I did a perception check, so I could see maybe, but, yeah, apparently it didn't work out. All right.
Wait, that little... Would this be the same little girl that you lot came across that ended up being dead?
Maybe.
Yeah, it was the ghost.
Who knows if it was a ghost or you were just thinking you saw shapes in the fog just now.
And maybe the fog's making me a little loopy. Who knows?
Did you get a name?
No, they just kind of ran into the crypt and then we're dead.
Oh.
And I had a whole 3-minute monologue about how we didn't know who they were.
Yeah, no, I remember. I just didn't know if you'd gotten their name. I suppose there's one way to find out. Oi, child! Front and center! I'm not going into the fog. That's ridiculous. It smells horrid.
And with that, the fog slowly rolls around your legs, Selena. The fog advances ever so slightly down the tunnel. And Selena, I'm afraid, it suddenly feels like, Selena and Nanners, it feels like there are hands ripping at your clothes, ripping at your haunches.
Oh no, this fashion police are back.
Get off! What is this? I'm about to stomp the crap out of you.
Get in, get in, get in. Yeah.
Okay. Do I have some sort of spell that I can use to get this shit off me? What?
We have to decide right now if we're going back to the door or trying to make our way out of the cave.
I don't know, but I'm about to buck you off on accident if we don't figure it out.
Well, because I have two very, very bad, dangerous ideas, and I have to know which one I'm doing.
We're saving the bombs.
Well, then what is your idea?
Right now, backtrack.
Come in.
The door in the cave.
Now it's talking.
Backtrack back to the door.
I hate these ghosts.
Please
Right,
make up
piss
more.
off. Yep, let's just go back and I don't know. We can't go forward. See, we can't go forward. That thing just touched you, and you now have claw marks. So, I imagine if we go into the mist, there will be more claws.
Right. All right, let's go.
Back
Well,
to
the
door.
mist can move. Who's to say the mist isn't just gonna follow us and then we're backed up into the door?
Then we know that we can't open the door, and we've got to go through the mist. At the very least, we know exactly how long the hallway is. Either way, we're kind of boned.
So, Aridin, you, making sure I've got this correct, you are going back towards the big old door, correct?
Yes.
All right. Aridin, you once more get to the door, and the shelves that you have filled are still glowing. And before I move everybody else, so Phelan, you, in front of you is Nanners riding Selena as they carefully, ever so slowly, dodge backwards as the mist, millimeter by millimeter, moves inward toward you. You know, it's very easy to tell that time is of the essence here, and whatever you choose, you must choose quickly and decisively.
All right. I don't want to separate us anymore. I think we should all just head back where Aridin went, back to the door. At least then we'll all be together and we can face whatever this is.
All right. And Nanners and Selena, your
I'm on a
comrades are
horse, that's
falling
their
back.
prerogative.
So, Selena, it is mostly your call since you are the carrier here.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, this is shit's eating me up. Let's go.
All right, so back you all go.
I will kind of produce like the two halves of my broken shield and just put them in like on a shelf. Like, yeah, you eating everyone else's past, have mine. Now open the fucking door.
And Aridin, as those words leave your lips, the runes on your shelf begin to glow.
All right.
Now, Nanners and
really
Selena,
don't
from your
wanna do-
vantage point, the mist edges around the corner. The whispering wails of the mournful, baleful child.
Escape.
I really don't want to do this, but it's worth a shot. She takes off her wedding ring and places on an empty podium.
Oh, my little heart!
Yeah, mine too.
Nanners, sure enough, the column lights up as your runes begin to glow, and one by one, all the items that you placed here turn to smoke, and the great door slowly creaks open, revealing a column of bright, blistering light. And now we pause for intermission. All right, everybody. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We hope to see you there.
Woo!
Oh, and we're back. Hi,
The
everybody.
horse is dead.
What?
Rocks
Huh?
fell.
No.
I'm sorry.
Centaur.
That didn't happen. Nobody's dead. All right. So first, we're just gonna get a. You don't need to let us know the scores, Tom, but just any shout-outs or highlights, or just give us a light recap.
One of the things that I got most excited for, Mike, for you, was when just the pure chaos that would have been bombs in a cave. As a DM, I got very excited, and I'm like, yes, please do this, please. I want this element of chaos to happen. And also, Shauna, just something else too that I noticed that I was like, ooh, this is a good fallback. Your use of scrolls, just to try and see. To me, I just love that because you never know what's in your back pocket until you see what's back there, and I love that for that moment. And it's very interesting right now, the scores, but we'll keep it going like that. Full hands.
Excellent. All right.
Yes.
And so we come back to our story. Whoa, that's too loud.
And then
Sorry.
you
We
yell.
will come back to our story in a moment. I accidentally had two music tracks playing at the same time.
Oh no, my discordant ears.
There we go.
This
And so-
organ. Good word.
Marvin the Martian.
The doors open, and you are flooded by lights. It is really uncomfortable to stare at.
So
Why is there a picture of me, Mike, huh?
There's a picture of you? What?
Here, like, it's really bright, it's uncomfortable to stare at.
Oh.
I'm the one who's washed out right now. What the? What a world.
And
Hold
I
on,
need
we're
to call a
talking about
dramatic
bright,
pause
one
for a
sec.
moment because the art I had lined up.
Oh god, it's so bright. I can't see anything.
Oh, good lord! You're not more washed
Oh,
out than
where
I
am I?
Yeah,
I
where
can't
are you?
even.
Mike, you gotta
See the-
make my eyes adjust. Where's that picture?
I can't see the environment
All right.
around me.
Boom! The picture is
See
there.
anything?
Oh wait, I can kind of see rocks, and it's blue.
Oh god, it's more cave.
And this music is way too tense for what's actually going on here. So let's do something a little more.
As long as there's no Latin.
Yeah. And suddenly Sephiroth descends. Everybody say your prayers.
Oh, is that Sans Undertale?
Alright, so because we're all feeling giddy, I want to start off this next section with an improv challenge. So, you guys realize that this is no ordinary door. This is a door to some other world. Something different is happening, and you all feel yourselves instantly being pulled through, as if the light is somehow a type of vacuum or something. My words fail me.
Nice. Good description.
And
You
as
can't
you're-
make me bullshit for 3 minutes straight to nothing and then be like, huh, I'm having a real hard time talking tonight, guys. Oh boy, what a goof on my part.
I can and I will.
You're gonna get tomato just for that.
So, I knocked out my headphone. Ah. So we now go to our old classic, worst person / thing. And we're gonna go with all three of you. Worst place to end up when you're traveling through a portal. And so we're gonna start with all of you are being whisked through the light, and suddenly you find yourselves blank. Ryan, you go first.
Okay, I see how it is. This is how you get your sick revenge, huh?
Yes.
Hey, you. Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Same as us and that thief over there.
So you all find yourselves in a poorly animated wagon, depending on your settings. I always had the lowest
One
settings.
of the trees is bending in half constantly.
And the wagon occasionally hits angles that you'd think everything would tumble out, but they all just stay perfectly still.
You see that man over
Hell?
there? That is Ulfric Stormcloak.
Who?
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Huh?
You saying that name like someone should know who that is.
Swords.
And
Still
in
not.
this particular mod, they have the Macho Man Randy Savage mod. And suddenly Macho Man Randy Savage as a dragon comes breathing fire down.
Ooh, yeah!
And the light pulls you all back. And you find yourselves suddenly... Shauna, where are you?
I'm in a closet full of Slim Jims.
Oh, some snacks.
Oh, snack time.
It is dark. Phelan and Nanners, I think you two are the only ones who can actually see.
I
I
see.
can smell this tasty treat of a Slim Jim.
I
What
see
am I touching?
Gyms.
Oh, yeah!
You're touching
Gyms that are
bunches of meat.
slim.
I don't even know what that is. Why is it crinkly?
Letter James.
And
don't like
meanwhile,
it.
we cut to the press conference where the CEO of this unbranded meat that played by Chris is suddenly going to unveil the grand prize. So, sir, you said that the winner, whoever bought or sent in the most UPC symbols, is going to win this whole closet full of your unbranded meat?
Skinny
Yes,
Jones?
indeed. Indeed, yes. I have behind me this entire closet full of unbranded meats. I have set this up with my PR stunt, my public relations people. And we have found that Nanners, the mouse, is now absolutely the owner of this entire closet full of unbranded meats. They're all jalapeno flavored.
And with that, the PR team opens the door, revealing our party inside.
Hey, I won. You can't get mad at me for being in here.
No, actually, I'm quite happy you're here. Welcome. You're well done, Mr. Nanners. You, or Miss Nanners, you are absolutely the winner of all of these meats.
Finally. This was worth the wait.
Oh, that was so cold.
That was a joke.
And
The husband would have wanted it that way.
the light pulls you back, and suddenly, Kayla, you find yourselves in this last place before your destination. Kayla, where are you?
We're in a building with very poor fluorescent lighting, sitting in uncomfortable old chairs with stains on them. And over the intercom, we hear number 47, now serving number 47.
Ooh.
And what number do we have, guys? What are we? Number 94?
Oh, God.
How am I ever going to get my license renewed in a timely fashion?
Well, I have two questions. One, what's a license? And two, this is probably the more important thing. What am I sitting in?
Undisclosed meat. I thought we were over this already.
Come on, Anna's. Jesus.
Eridan, that
I
is
stuffed
one
my
way to
pockets
describe
before
what
we
you are sitting in, but boy, does it stink.
Good.
Oh,
It
yeah!
would be a meat stain. A stain of meat on your chair.
Number 46. Dig it.
And with that, a rather outlandish-looking fellow takes his number 46 and walks up to the service counter.
I'm gonna need my license renewed. Yeah.
So good.
You're
I
going.
don't, that was unnecessarily funny.
Why did that
Watch
kind
a
of
man
sound
ready,
like Barry White for a moment?
Because on occasion, that's just what it sounds like. Oh, yeah. And then you're going to find out that you don't have to give me a test, because I am the cream of the crop. Yeah.
Right, can we go? This,
And
Sir,
with that,
just stand in
there
front
could-
of the blue
there
wall.
can't possibly be something worse than this.
and the
I'm
light
sitting in
whisks
Hi, it's
you
me,
back.
Nathan.
Just in time, saving you from Nathan Fielder, and suddenly you are in this bright, glistening cavern. And
Oh,
you
so
are
I don't get to
sur-
go? Wow, Mike. Wow, now it's cool.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
Hey,
fine. It's fine.
Bill.
It's fine. I've only been here
Kiss
since
us
day
away
one, Mike. It's
more
fine.
time.
No, I was just gonna randomly pick 3 of you. Don't worry,
Okay. No,
Charlie.
Oh,
I will,
randomly. Randomly.
This was targeted.
y'all dodged the bullet. That's all I'm saying.
all right, and you land in a big pile of bones. In fact, there are bones everywhere. Human bones, bones of strange things.
Oh, this place is extra haunted.
These aren't Slim Jims.
These
The
aren't
cave
undisclosed brand of meat.
white, silvery light flitters in through the entrances or the small inlets from within, and it bounces around as if the cave is made of crystal or ice. There is a noticeable chill, and your breath is visible as it turns to fog in front of you.
Look, I can make a smoke ring.
No. No, we have to figure out. I don't know how you do that. Right. Just kind of slowly crawl out of the pile of bones.
Alright. The skulls and femurs and various appendages roll down with that noticeable skittering sound of bone on bone. Phelan, as a tracker, you immediately notice these bones are uncannily white. There are no signs of rot. There's no signs of decay on these bones. There's no meat has been left on them. They are it is as if they have been cured or preserved, but to what end you do not know.
I think
Nanners,
we know where the mystery meat came from.
Oh God. Nanners, you come to a similar conclusion, but through a different way. You can smell that these bones are calcified. Is that the right word? But
I
there's.
was going to say bleached.
There you go.
Yeah, if they're pure, right, they're bleached.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't quite. I'm trying to describe this in the terms of our setting. So you know when bones have been preserved, and that is the smell that you are getting from these particular bones. Selena, you're just surrounded by skeletons.
Why does it smells like?
It's like up dog.
You know what it smells like? Vlass had he's got a cousin. At least I think he's a cousin. I'm not entirely sure if he's a cousin. He just might have been raised at roughly around the same time. Anyway, it was always rumored that if you wanted a body to go away, you'd go to him. It kind of smells like his house.
Stop. Change. Where is it? Or where is it, actually?
Yeah.
That smells like his what?
I'm sorry?
It said change.
He called
It kind of smells like his
change.
what?
Yeah.
It kind of smells like his what?
Oh, okay. For some reason, it smells like his outhouse.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Like it was abnormally clean. Like it was really weird.
These are some very clean bones.
I pick some bones up and I grab them and I put one of the skeleton heads on my head and I start doing the skeleton dance and singing, doing the skeleton dance. Come on, everybody.
All right,
Hey,
now
Selena, what
Selena.
happened to you?
Yeah,
okay?
Shauna, you were gonna notice on your skills tab there is a skill called performance. Now I want you to roll that dice check for me, please.
God, it better be good.
It's gonna desecrate everything today.
It's gonna be glorious either way.
Shauna, you know how to carry a beat, but you don't know how to do that on an uneven terrain of skeletons. So this happens. The cleric, who is normally much more protective around the dead, is doing this.
Did you get it too much weed gas and his put that down?
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
there,
Literally wearing
we
someone's
really
head.
shouldn't be messing with these, you know?
Well, you wouldn't let me kick the door, so I gotta do something fun.
Yeah, get cursed by bones.
Nah. Nothing I hadn't seen before.
Anyway, yeah, I think if they're preserving these bones here, I think, based on the chill, this is a natural refrigerator they're using.
Why do they want to refrigerate bones?
Let's find the guy and ask him.
Bothers me that you know that. Let's go.
Pull out that lantern, boy.
Right.
Never went
Now-
away.
Oi.
Aridin, things are now a little more complicated with the lantern. It seems as though the green light is reflecting off of multiple strings going in multiple directions or possibly curving round. You are uncertain at this time, but it is still finding something to illuminate.
Multiple paths, multiple strings.
Did I do the classic sniff test?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it's refrigerated, you should be able to pick up something.
Nanners, you get the... You think it's strange, because there is sort of an absence of smells so far, much like a cold storage cellar, where things are being preserved or things are attempting to keep certain pathogens out, but you swear for a moment you smell brandy. And for a moment, no, fine brandy. And as you follow your nose, you see there are a few cages hanging from the ceiling. And a couple skeletons dangle from these cages. And the smell seems to be coming from one skeleton slumped over, wearing a fine tunic. Has the telltale smell of fine brandy.
Lass, come here. I smell booze. You're better at this than I am.
Not me.
How,
If it ain't
how
grog,
high
I
up
don't
is
touch it.
How high up is it?
Aridin, the ceiling is high. The cage seems to be lowered, so it is midway. It's probably dangling approximately 15 feet up, you'd guess.
I'm too short to reach it.
I mean, I suppose I could try and hook it, but grappled.
Can I cross-reference it with the lantern? Since now I know where it is.
Aridin shines the lantern, and there does
Hey!
not seem to be any effect.
Hey, hey,
What?
put that light out.
Who said that?
The skeleton looks down at the blinking light.
Yep. I said, put that light out. It's bright.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Wait, no, don't turn it on me. Ah! I can't see.
Don't turn it on her. Good Lord, here you
It's
do have
pale
no manners.
green. It is barely illuminating anything except for the tiny little wisps of. Why am I having a conversation with a skeleton in a very nice blazer?
Because I have a very nice blazer, and you like listening to my voice.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
You know, that's
Thank
a very
you,
excellent
Phelan.
question.
Thank you.
But that's a very excellent question. Thank you for asking it. But I have one request before I answer that. Could you get me down from here? It's a little high up here, and I'm afraid of heights.
Well, what if you try to kill us?
If I
I'm
wanted
an
to,
old lady.
if I wanted to kill you, especially, I would have waited until you got closer and tried to steal my brandy. Don't do that, by the way. That's very rude.
We didn't get closer, and we didn't try to steal it.
Oh, I
You're
heard
asking
you.
us to let you get closer, and I'm saying no.
You
So
can...
I'm gonna start trying to like hook it with a grapple.
Oh, okay. Yep.
All
Okay.
right.
We're good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Aridin, give me a athletics check as you
Swing
Attempt
the
to.
skeleton.
yeah. Nope,
My
yep.
favorite game.
So you're able to toss this up quite easily, and yeah, you have grappled the cage wherever you were aiming.
Just on one of the bottom, like just hooking on one of the bottom cross sections. So question, is that like a standard crow's cage, or is it does it have a door like a bird cage?
You know, I never decided to ask the crows. I haven't seen any in a while.
Okay, so a normal bird cage opens up like it has a door in the side. A crow's cage opens up at the bottom.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I have no idea, and I don't exactly have a skeleton key on me.
I want to be. I want to be mad.
Door.
I genuinely want to be mad, but that was a solid pun.
Right? I've been up
Right.
here waiting this whole time to make it.
All right, hang on.
All right. Can I see
Ow.
what it is?
Yeah. So you and it's kind of annoying you because part of you thinks you can remember how you got in here, but it's very foggy. And yet it is a side cage with one hell of a lock on it.
Okay,
But,
so I have good news. I have bad news.
Ah.
The good news is, if you lower me, I won't be trapped in here. The bad news is, I've tried to get out of here myself a few times, and it hasn't worked.
Well, you don't have much of a brain to work with.
Ooh, I like her. She is already getting in on the pun jokes. Let's go.
Ha 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 ha. Funny.
Sadly,
Ouch.
Sadly, I must admit I'm a bit gutless to make that joke.
Right. Okay. So if we're done ribbing each other, we could move on.
Yes! I know I was going to like you guys.
Phelan, how strong are your arrows?
I sincerely hope you're asking
Pretty
that
strong.
to
All right. Well, I mean, I could climb up, but the problem is I don't have the skill to really pick a lock, and I would have to do it with one hand. And as I said, I'm already not.
You can. I know. I'm pretty tall. If you need a boost, I did it for Nanas. I can do it for you. I can handle it. Because I can't have my horse. So if you need some extra boost, just come on. Let me know.
No,
You might
Permission
want to take the
first, you gotta
skull
ask
off your
first.
head. It might offend you.
it's not. It's not the height that bothers me. Like I know I can get up, especially if you help me. is the fact that I'm going to be hanging off of that thing with one hand trying to pick a lock that I'm not necessarily proficient in. However, one thing locks don't like is gravity. So I was
Then
thinking.
I have another proposal. It might be a bit better if it were.
Is it bombs?
No, it's not.
Is it what?
Tangentially related, but
Bombs.
I have acid.
Oh,
Give you a
now we're
little
talking.
bit of acid. Melt the lock if it's the material that can corrode
Alright.
easily. But
Okay,
before I hand this over, are you sure we should be letting the skeleton out?
He seems perfectly fine.
I swear
Yep.
I am a
He's got-
decent
he's wearing-
skelly.
He's wearing a blazer, Nanas.
Look at my outfit. I am gorgeous in this.
Can I do like some sort of insight?
Yes, that seems fair. The question would be what? I think this might just be a... Oops, where did that come out? Might just be a run-of-the-mill perception check, unless we've got,
There is no sense motive, so
Yeah, but that you do have some things in your class features, and in your... you don't have any, like, lie to me, or,
Well,
Oh,
diplomacy
that was
is
the kobold.
yeah.
diplomacy is normally to be able to persuade someone, correct?
There we go. I think that would be the... So diplomacy, you're kind of doing diplomacy in reverse. You're now trying to see how honest is he trying to be.
Also, if you'll let me, I want to know if it'll apply too. Would lore underworld apply to like maybe necromancers and stuff too?
Yes, very good.
I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna get a read on him and see if I can figure out what his deal is.
Excellent.
Okay, well-
Okay. So lore underworld, skeleton
much.
should be dead. In
In
fact, with
so
a
true,
nat
Bessie.
1, you feel a little angry that what you know for a fact has just been disputed. Skeleton
I mean, I saw a
is
ghost, so
dead.
it's not that big of an anger.
But it moves your
It's just
diplomacy
kind of
down
another
to a
thing at
fail,
this
I'm
point.
afraid. So you've got no idea.
So
can I roll to convince him?
Yes, make a diplomacy check, please, or
That
deception.
is, I believe it. Okay, which one is it? It's that one? No, that's just tells me what that does. Oh, Schnikes,
Oh,
which
it's
one is it?
the little grayish greenish box.
Next to diplomacy, I don't see a grayish greenish box.
Let me sorry, open
me
up
out
your
I
your
also
character
want
sheet
to
there.
point out real quick,
Yeah.
just copying from another show, you could
Mhm.
probably pick deception or diplomacy depending on the situation. Roll a d20, not tell us which, just tell us the total.
Oh, but here's the thing: I don't have a deceptive bone in my body.
He says.
Hey,
So on the skills tab, you'll see there's that column that says total. You're
Yes,
just
I see
gonna double click the amount that's in there.
Oh, okay. So let me just. Oh, hello. Ooh.
You are very, very persuasive, and so this goes against Nanner's natural check, which is 10 plus her bonus. No, 10 plus will, I believe. So this skeleton seems completely legit, Nanners.
pass over the acid.
Thank you so much. It's been really boring up here.
all right, and I will attempt to climb the rope. I will get Celine to kind of help me, so I'm not starting from the ground up. So I have less.
All right, so it is still quite a reach. So if you'd like, we can do this with a series of dice checks, or we can do an improv game. I will let the cast choose here.
I like improv game.
All right. I see Tom happily nodding there. So we are going to go into superheroes, and I've streamlined this one over the break. So instead of becoming certain superheroes, we simply go into, we recall the tale of certain superheroes when they were in a similar situation. and that will lower the dice check if Tom gives a thumbs up on it. So, Eridan, as you balance on Selena, as you attempt to hold him, Nanners, you pass up a flask of very volatile acid. Eridan, you recount the tale of, and we need from, let's start with Tom. Tom, what famous superhero was once in this situation?
Leslie the Adequate.
Leslie the Adequate! Okay, so Eridan, you are recalling the tales of Leslie the Adequate, and Charlie, begin reenacting Leslie the Adequate's scene, and then when you're ready for a new player, name the player, and then give them their superhero name, and we'll take 3 superheroes, including Leslie the Adequate.
You know, this reminds me of one of my favorite stories growing up. Leslie the Adequate. Anyone heard him? No?
Actually, I think I have.
Leslie the Adequate. He was a bard of, well, he was all right. Anyway, he needed to climb this rope because he happened to be wooing someone's wife at the time. And what he didn't know was that the rope was covered in kerosene. So what he decided to do was kind of shimmy up like this. And, he wasn't like speeding along. He was going at a pretty good pace, And he always had a very good philosophy, don't overdo it. Just try and just do it, Doesn't matter how long it takes, just as long as you get it done. Completion is adequate and it's fine. So Leslie the Adequate is fantastic. Anyway, I'm just going to take my time here. So unless if you all want to sit down and have a seat, I might be a bit, because, well, this isn't going to be anything to write home about, but it is going to happen. So.
And Eridan, that's when you remember that Leslie the Adequate was aided by...
Oh, shit. Just, pause. Oh, shit. Shit.
No, that's the name. Oh, shit.
No, oh, god damn it. Sorry, I remembered his wingman just now, and that changes everything. So, Leslie the Adequate had a, people thought it was his bodyguard, but in fact it was his half-brother. His name was Boris Bloodboots, and he helped him out considerably in this particular situation. Can't remember how. Nanas, it was, not to bring up your age, but I mean, this is kind of an older story, but you might actually remember it from when you were youthful. Yeah? You remember Boris
I'm
Bloodboots?
always youthful.
Well, I mean, that's very true. But Boris Bloodboots is a half-elf of some repute.
Yeah, I just remember he had a bit of a speech impediment in the story, generally,
That's him.
whenever I heard
Yep.
it. And he would always go, "Hello, my name is Boris Bloodboots." And everyone would make fun of him, but he got very upset by it. And kind of went on a murder spree by the end of the story, if I remember right. He had to be stopped tragically by his half-brother right after the reveal.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was a kind of a dark day for adventurers.
Yeah.
Leslie,
peaceful with Bloodboots.
yeah, Leslie had to give a speech for his eulogy. It was all right.
What do you mean it was alright? You weren't there.
Well, you hear people talk about it. My mum really liked it.
And so Nanners, with Boris Bloodboots, unfortunately incapacitated, Who then took over as Leslie the Adequate's wingman, and which actor?
I mean, I don't really remember the rest of the story. I think the later volumes came out after I grew past reading them. But, Phelan, you're a younger fella. You might remember, I think there was a partner. I think his name was O'Shits or something.
Oh,
my God,
shit.
I completely forgot about her.
That does sound vaguely familiar. Because I remember my dad didn't like this story because his name was O'Shits. And that's a bad word. And O'Shits used to help out Leslie the Adequate by defending Leslie from anyone who tried to get in his way because O'Shits was so stinky because he always
It's
shit
okay, let it
himself.
out there.
He always shit himself and he would always be like, oh shit, and then it would be so gross and so stinky that everyone would just stay away, and he'd do it on command. So as soon as anyone came in running to intercept Leslie's plan, oh shits was there, ready with his shits.
I mean, I hope most people can poop on command. That seems like a real health hazard, if not.
What a strange homeland you must have come from where a superhero can be named Oh Shits.
Hey, hold on. You said you heard of this story. You don't get an excuse.
I knew
I'll be honest,
Sorry,
the later volumes.
All right,
Never
Tom, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Yeah. All right, so it takes some time, but with everybody's hard work, Airden, you are able to clasp onto the side of the cage, and you are able to slowly drip, the acid into the lock, and slowly but surely it eats away. And the cage swings open.
Freedom! How far is it down?
Just try to remember, you're about 15 feet up, so.
Do I
Don't
wanna
break
listen
your
to
bone.
you? The only bone I'm worried about is my humerus. Does it look like it would
Don't
be safe
worry,
to
you
touch?
don't have one.
Broken.
Oh,
Why don't you just slide down on the
on your back? Absolutely great idea.
No, I was
You're
going
like-
to say slide down on the. Or you could just cling to my back. That's cool too.
Luckily, I'm
All
very
right,
light.
Chris and Airden. Athletics checks from both of you, please.
Oh, athletics. This is going to be great.
Like, I don't know what the music player's playing right now, but if you can, switch it to Bone Trousel. Like, just right now.
I
Good for
don't
you.
think I have the rights to that.
No. You have to. Yep. No, just stop. Just grab the fucking rope. Dude,
No, you're more fun.
And down you both go.
Well,
Airden, considering your monk levels, you simply land with a flourish.
I have catfall.
Mm-hmm.
I land with an almighty clatter.
Yeah, there's a sound.
Santa.
It's like a xylophone slide.
Ow! We're good. At least I think we're good. Yep. Excuse me. Yeah, we're good. Oh, thank you. It's been a second since I've been out of that cage.
Kind of like shake free the grapple.
Thank you. I apologize, but I have been devoid of any entertainment for a while, and I do apologize for trying to backpack.
Okay, so we got you out of the cage. Now are you going to answer my questions like you said you would?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so who are you? And what are you doing here?
Okay, the first question I will have to ask you. Because I actually have no idea who I am.
We just got here. What do you think we know?
I figured you might be able to come up with a name. I haven't been able to since I've been up there.
Do you have any? What do you have on you? Aside from what I can smell to be brandy now that I'm close. Jesus.
It is absolutely wonderful, Brandy. And other than this wonderful blazer and these absolutely fabulous trousers, nothing. Oh,
So that's
wait,
cool.
there is something I do know. Actually, I have a question. Are you all cold right now?
A little bit.
Chilly my bones.
No.
Do you guys want to have like a moment? I can make something happen right now that will make, or that might make this all a little bit more bearable.
If you're gonna summon a
What?
bear, I'm gonna be very upset.
It's not a bear, although that is a great idea. Instead, my answer to that is I am now going to raise my hands and say, where can you find all of the skeleton criminals? The Boneyard! And that's when I cast Cozy Cabin.
All right.
So there is now a 10 by 20 cabin that has just been cast around, or just like right in front of you, right where the skeleton was standing. And then the door that's in the front opens, goes, "You're welcome in, by the way."
What the fuck?
I mean,
Just happened.
I am kind of tired.
It's very warm in here.
Now, Selena, I'm going to fill in a gap for you because your character, who is very well versed in Arcana, knows this spell. This is a very, only an accomplished spellcaster can use such a spell. This is a spell for travelers who need a place of refuge wherever they go, and so they can simply summon a cozy cabin that takes from the environment around them and builds an atypical cottage sustained by magic. Unfortunately, because of the location of this, instead of wood or stone and mosses, it's a mixture of ice and skulls.
It's a lovely
But,
igloo.
there we go.
Lovely decor. Yeah.
Look, you're talking to a skeleton deer. You're already talking to something very macabre.
Fair enough.
Hmm?
Well, the only thing identifiable is that you can cast spells and you have brandy. So, Brandon?
Brandon, I
Call
like it.
him Brandybones.
Brandon Brandybones, I like it. We'll stick with it. Brandon.
All right then.
I like it. It's a strong name. It sounds almost what's the word for it?
So if you don't mind me interrupting, how did you get put in that cage?
That's a little bit more explainable. Mostly because I ended up stumbling in here and something decided that my animation was a bit more than they were really ready for. So I ended up stumbling into the cage. They closed it behind me and suddenly I was hoisted up.
So did you come in as Bones, or did you turn into Bones while you were here?
Oh, I came in as Bones.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
You've always been Bones.
I have to assume I haven't, but I can't answer that because I don't know.
Right.
Now,
Well,
Selena,
Brand.
because of your cleric background, you know that it's one thing to simply raise the dead. In fact, raising a skeleton from the ground is something you can do. You don't love doing it. It's kind of a little too macabre for you, but it is particular. It's, it's an easy necromancy trick. An intelligent, or a more common phrase, an awakened skeleton, something that's is alive, in quotation marks, that is very rare. That requires magic beyond you or this individual. It is rare, it's unlikely that unless they were a lich that they have simply hung on to their own lives, but either way, this is the first time you've ever seen anything like this.
So, you're here for a reason. You know something that we need to know, and we've got to figure out how to jog your memory so we can get that information.
You know, that would be a lovely thing. If you can help me figure out anything about me, that would be great. I don't know a thing about me, other than I look absolutely amazing.
You do look dashing, yeah. I gotta say, I do love the uniform, so it's almost like you're in the military or some sort of army, but I just don't know who you were for.
Or the circus.
Both are completely possible.
Can I make a lore warfare to see if this is a roll, to see if this is actually a uniform of any sorts?
Sure. Aridin, it is no, while it is remarkably similar, it is of no uniform that you are familiar with.
Bears some similarities to military uniforms, but it's nothing I know of.
Pity.
Who gave you the brandy? How did you get the brandy?
I woke up with it.
Shit.
I can't really drink it all that well. I keep trying. That's probably why my
that would be
the
why
waste
your
is...
blazer smells like brandy. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Is there a label of some sort that has any inscription on it or engraving?
You know, I haven't looked. I take a look at my brandy real quick. Is it Maker's Mark, maybe? What's a Maker's Mark? Whatever.
The inscription is Elvish, or the labeling is Elvish.
Do I have Elvish? I should have Elvish.
Phelan, can you read that?
Yeah. Give it to me. I'll take a look.
Must
Phelan.
I? This is really okay. I should be taking. Okay, cool.
This is, need to find some fancy Elvish name. Herobaten Glenderschmad. I guess German is fancy Elven. German, in quotation marks. Vlenderschmad's superb brandy. And it waxes on about how it takes the very soul of plums and orange peels and distills them only under silver moonlight, letting it chill, being cooled by the chilled touch of a wizened sorcerer. They just wax on and on about every
step of the process.
Thank you. Every tiny, excruciating detail about this brandy.
Well, that's a lot. This is very fancy stuff. And it seems like something that'd be very expensive or very difficult to make.
That explains the outfit.
I guess.
So I feel like we're dodging a very important question here. Did you see some guy run through here?
Did I see some guy run through here?
Yeah.
Yes. You saw that stupid ghost man that has never answered one of your questions or done anything. He looks like an old lighthouse keeper now for some reason. That's not the way he looked when you last saw him. And he just darted around and went through one of the two exits of this icy cavern.
Ah, yes, him. Are you speaking of a person who looks as if he belongs in the absolute most distant social places of all, a lighthouse?
I don't know. I didn't see him, Arian.
that would be him, and I'll describe him.
Oh, yes, of course. You know, I've been here for so long, and he was the only person I ever saw. He looked like a ghost, to be perfectly frank. And he never answered any of my questions. I kept saying, hello, yes, and he just ignored me. It was very rude. Thank you for being not rude.
I
Well-
appreciate the cabin, but we should probably go after him before he gets too far.
Oh, I suppose, but it's just so warm in here. I couldn't really...
I was actually going to recommend we get some rest first. I don't think we've rested since we got here.
This is a wonderfully warm cabin. I provide as best I can. You are my guests. There should be enough space for everyone to fall asleep. I think. Should be. Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right. And with that, this seems like the perfect place to end our session for the evening, but not without being tormented one last time.
Ooh.
As everybody, you realize not only, let me just make sure I do the benefits of, everybody gets the benefits of an overnight rest. But you all realize how famished you are. You haven't had anything to eat. Aridin, you haven't eaten since you had a bit of a potato on the end of a fish hook that got you in the eye.
Yeah.
But it got him out.
Everyone else, it's just been ship rations and people, but the only reprieve has been Nanner's tea and scones, but tea and scones don't really fill you up, so we're going to end with genres, and it's going to be a cooking show. Now, you can, I'll let you decide whether you want to be in teams of 2 or 3 or a solo, but everybody's going to have a moment to talk about their dish or how they're being sous chef to one of the other players. And we will begin with Tom. Who do you think should start us off with the cooking show?
Shauna.
All right, Shauna, our newest recruit. All right, so please. So the audience gathers around, and here we have one of our finest chefs, Selena the Centaur. Or do you prefer Mare? What's your preference?
Centaur's fine. Yeah.
Centaur. All right. So what are you cooking for us, and how are you going about it?
Well, chef, for today, for you, I have a beautiful English tart. It has a flaky crust made from a simple crumb crust, and it has a beautiful caramelized apple embedded into that crust, and I'm going to bake it for a little bit and give it to you. I know we're running low on time, so yes.
All right, excellent. Sounds fantastic. And who do we have over here? Phelan, you said your name was?
Yeah, that's me.
Phelan, what are you cooking up for us?
Tonight I have for you, I've really been working on this all day long. I've got delicious beef bourguignon for you.
It's
been simmered and slow. Yeah, because I'm a fancy gal. Anyway, it's been slowly simmered, roasting all throughout the day, so that meat is super tender. It's gonna fall right off those bones. It's gonna be warm and filling, and it's gonna be the perfect boost of protein that we all need to help us keep going on this adventure.
All right. Ooh, that sounds lovely. And moving on, next we have Aridin. Aridin, what are you cooking up for our viewers?
Oh, not a damn thing. I can't cook to save my life. That's why I brought my friend. He's going to introduce himself, and he's going to tell you what he's been cooking. Christoph, over here. Hello to you. Christoph Walker here. Today, I'm going to make for you a dish that my crazy aunt used to make before she died in the bath. Chicken with popcorn shrimp. First thing you need is a free-range chicken. I don't care how you get one, buy one, hunt one down with a knife. But treat the animal with respect. Then you add some popcorn shrimp. You know, these little things, you should be doing little tumble turns in the sea yesterday. Boil them. Put some oil. My friend always says he uses canola oil, but he's an asshole. And then you pop it in the oven for about half an hour. It's pretty good. Aaron? Yeah, thanks, Christoph. But yeah, chicken with popcorn shrimp is apparently on the menu.
All right. Wow. Thank you. Thank you to you, Christoph. Who do we have here? Oh, you look like a lean fellow. Mr. Brandon Brandybones, was it?
Yes, of course. Well, I hate to tell you this, but I also didn't cook. Do I look like a man who cooks often? No, I don't cook. However, I did get my servants to cook for me, because I am a man of sophistication. And in this case, what we have created can only be described as delectable. It is a ham bone potato soup. Yes, indeed. Now, from what I understand, it is made with a very large ham bone surrounded by meat and is dipped into this bone meal and into bone broth. Yes, we're going on with this joke as long as I can. And once you have it all put on, you put it in this pot. I don't know why this pot is here. It could be a pan. I don't care. But this is what my servant has told me. Now, my servant has also told me that he puts in potatoes, of course, and he puts in celery, onions, and he lets it stew. He lets it simmer. He lets it baste for hours until finally he can serve it to my guests, because I don't eat very well. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been on a bit of a diet recently.
Rand? Is that one of the bones from the pile?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God damn it.
I didn't promise you that it'd be a ham bone.
Thank you, Jessica. Jessica saying we do love a theme for a dish. All right, well, thank you, Mr. Brandybones. And how about you, Nanners? What's cooking?
I reach into my bag and pull it out and snap into an undisclosed meat stick that I won.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. Meat. All right, now Tom, choose a dish.
It's not the undisclosed meat stick. I quit.
I don't want to choose it, but I feel like I have to choose it. Yeah, I'm sorry, everyone. It's the Slim Jim. I'm sorry.
That's perfect.
No, I'm so glad as you were going down the list, not picking me. I'm like, thank God this is last. This is the perfect closer for this.
Oh my God.
All right.
Perfect.
And so you all feast tonight on undisclosed meat stick.
Yeah, dude.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show for the day, or at least the meat and potatoes of it. But now we go to the final scoring with Tom.
So, in my number one spot, I actually have Aridin right now, just using your gameplay mechanics. I really enjoyed that, and also because there's no improv judge, I felt like I need to be a little bit more into that today. In
Thank
second
you.
place, though, I have no problem. I have Chris, because Chris came from left field and just like stole the show. Yeah, I hate puns, but those bone things were awesome. And also, like, I was down for your meal until we got to the meat aspect, and I was like, "Oh dear God, no!" And then I have Ryan because I just enjoy those moments of chaos that Nanners and all your characters bring, like to the equation. Just
turn into gremlins one day. It always happens.
well, as someone whose
can't
characters
stop it.
are, no, I get it. Just it's awesome, and also just that level of chaos is what I normally throw into my characters. So I love it. And then we have Kayla and Shauna tied together. You two are doing amazing jobs. Also, I haven't been around enough with Kayla. I just found like Phelan's getting more and more pissed off lately. I don't know what it is, but just like Phelan just seems so over everything. And I'm like, where was the time when she was just happy about turtles, you know?
He hasn't seen any turtles
There's
in a
no
long time.
turtles here. I can't be happy.
She used all her energy on the runs fast girl and like just can't bring any more.
Oh.
She's gonna have a psychotic break, and I just hope that we can point her in the direction of the enemy.
I'll snap. I'll snap soon. I'm this close to the edge.
All right.
The inevitable point of all.
Mention Danganronpa one more time, guys. It'll happen.
Oh my God, no!
Wow, you have to break her heart like that? Damn.
Ah!
All right, everybody. Before we conclude for the night, just wanted to open the floor. If anybody's got things, we've still got a few precious audience members hanging out with us. So thank you very much to our audience. We do it for you. Thank you for being here. Anybody have anything coming up they wanted to talk about, highlight, or shall we just sign off and say see you all next week?
I actually have one thing. It's nothing me personally related. Just if you're reviewing from the Edmonton region, what's happening right now to the homeless population is absolutely atrocious. If you can donate any money to any local charities helping the homeless find shelters, especially in this extreme cold snap, please, if you're able to donate, please do that. These people still deserve respect, kindness. They're human beings, and what this city is doing to them isn't fair.
What region?
Edmonton.
That tracks.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. All right.
Well, I think they could almost go for any city, really.
Yeah, times is tough.
It's cold.
But
All right, everybody. Yeah.
D&D.
Stay warm, stay happy, and if you have the ability to, open your hand or open your wallet or open your heart where you can, you'd be
And
amazed
give it all to
at...
me.
You'd be amazed
Send
at
him a
how
word,
much
he'll be
Ryan
fine.
wants it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will see you next. We will see you next week for the exciting, probably part 1 of 2 of the conclusions to the Moving Island and Chapter 3. It'll be exciting.
Woo!
It will be
All right.
exciting. All right. Good night, everybody,
Good
and
night.
thank you. And I'm going to remember to use our cool end card as we all wave good night.